Shalom, shalom. Now I'm saying this right here gonna be a quick, now I'm saying a quick little hit. This little lesson, this little video, it's gonna be titled, Use It Before You Lose It. Once again, use it before you lose it. Right, because a time like never before consists of you holding on to the things, you know what I'm saying, that's been given you, and you know what I'm saying, you ultimately multiplying what's been given you, you know what I'm saying, first and foremost privately. You know what I'm saying, if Yahushua gave you 10 shekels, if he gave you 10 talents, you know what I'm saying, first and foremost, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta put those talents to use, and you got to see with your own two eyes that you got them talents. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just a matter of using those talents, you know what I'm saying, for the edification of the sheep. So we're going to grab some scriptures real quick. So this right here is Matthew chapter 13, starting at the 10th verse. It says, "And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. It says, For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath." You know what I'm saying? So, just knowing what a time like never before is, you know what I'm saying? Knowing you're going to have, you know what I'm saying, men trembling as women. You're going to have the biggest and the strongest, you know what I'm saying, toughest gym rats. If they don't have the comfort of the true names of the Heavenly Father, they going to be shaking in their panties like bitches, man. Real rap. So once again, this lesson is going to be titled, Use It Before You Lose It. All right, because not too long ago, I was just pondering on a time like never before and thinking about how scary it's actually going to be all around you. You know, you got the RFID microchip that's coming out, you know what I'm saying, the hour of temptation and stuff like that, where Esau and Jake that team up with Esau be able to get new chips, and they'll be able to get software updates in their chips, you know what I'm saying, to unlock certain neurological paths and stuff like that, certain pathways in your brain to make you run faster. You know what I'm saying? So say for an example, Jake switched sides, you know what I'm saying? He teamed up with Esau and he ended up getting that chip. Because after all, this is the golden age of America, right? This is the 250-year anniversary, right? So America have to step up their game. They have to go out with a bang. Okay, so that RFID microchip it's pretty much going to give brothers and sisters that don't got the faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai spiritual power, you know what I'm saying, and they might come up against us, and it's okay, because we got the real thing, man. Just like Naruto said, man. Naruto said that he can play like a demon if he want to, but I got the real thing inside of me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. ultimately you want to use what you've been given before you lose it. All right, because I was thinking, you know what I'm saying, about reading. I've been thinking about doing a lesson about, you know what I'm saying, what science says about reading, you know what I'm saying, what it does to your brain pathways when you read, you know what I'm saying, what you gain from it, the benefits of it, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, because the prophets are what, man? They're stoic solitudes, man. So reading is literally one of the most important things. And in the time that we coming into, let me grab it real quick. Jeremiah 30:5. It says, "For thus saith Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." All right, so that's how the men without this truth going to be looking. So imagine a woman that don't got this truth. The woman that don't got this truth, the woman that don't have a man that wholeheartedly and sincerely believe in this truth and that's willing to kill and willing to die for it, man, her ass about to be in the corners, clawing her skin off, fucking ripping her scalp out, eating her newborn cat babies and everything, man. This shit is about to get extremely gruesome and extremely hideous out here for you women, man. And I'm saying, it says, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." All right. So one more time, this lesson is going to be titled, "Use it before you lose it." Because the times that we coming into is going to be so horrible and so scary. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't reading, you know what I'm saying, you may lose that ability to read. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't been reading and feeding your brain the proper nutrients that it needs to grow, when all hell break loose and you see danger on every side, round about you and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, the thoughts, they just gonna creep into your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really it. And you just gonna see people bugged out. You just gonna look at their faces and you're gonna be able to tell, yeah, man, you wasn't doing what you was supposed to do before the shit hit the fan. And that person, they may look to you, they may desire to touch your garment, man, just to get some of that spiritual power from you, man. You know what I'm saying? They might desire to touch your garment, man. So it's going to be so scary out here that brothers and sisters is going to lose the ability to read. They're going to lose, you know what I'm saying? Because this system, it has to gradually fall. For us, it's going to gradually fall. For the hopeful elect, it's going to gradually fall. But in the eyes of the people of this world that want this world to continue, is gradually evolving. And that RFID microchip is just the beginning of, you know what I'm saying, that's the RFID microchip is low-key just the beginning of their so-called agenda, man. Like, the Heavenly Father, man, the Heavenly Father didn't even put it in the minds of Esau, you know what I'm saying, to go farther than this RFID microchip, because that's the farthest that they're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, as shit start hitting the fan and as shit start getting crazier and crazier, you're going to have people trying to go to the libraries. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be watching the news. Their spirit going to be shaking in their body to the point where they can't even read a book. You know what I'm saying? To the point where they can't even read a book. Right? So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're feeding your brain that proper nutrients. You know what I'm saying? So that when all hell do break loose, you know what I'm saying, you got your little your hand Bible on you, and you opening that joint and reading it like Kakashi, you know what I'm saying, and you can actually comprehend the words while you on the go being like a pilgrim. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is a quick little Yamin. This is titled Use It Before You Lose It. Shalom.